Welcome aboard the Hastings, Lieutenant. I hope you'll forgive me for not greeting you in person, but things are kind of busy around here. To tell you the truth, things haven't been going well. We've lost 12 subs in 3 months, and our attempts at retaliation have been a joke. We've tried torpedoes, depth charges, even nukes, but these things just keep coming. That's why I'm talking to you. Now, I know your hydrofighter is a prototype, but judging by what you did to those slugs in the test bay, I'd say it's ready for battle, and so are you. Besides, your Hydra is the only thing we've got that can defend itself at extreme depths, and your first mission is a deep one. 6 months ago, the military research vessel Ballard was attacked by alien craft. She ended up 13,000 feet deep. Her emergency power systems appear to be somewhat functional. It sounds like the reactor is still active, but heavily damaged. This is a serious problem, Lieutenant. The Ballard's reactor was a prototype that was incredibly efficient, but also very volatile. A meltdown in this reactor would cause a massive explosion, with a shockwave big enough to destroy everything in a 100-mile radius, including us. When you enter the Ballard, you'll need to locate the captain's security key card. It's probably still in the safe in the captain's quarters. You'll need this card to gain access to different areas of the ship. Your mission consists of 3 parts. First, we need you to download as much data as you can from the Ballard's computer core. You'll need to find a working data terminal, and it appears your best bet is in the science lab. Second, you should attempt a shutdown of the Ballard's reactor. Chances are the reactor's security system is in lockout mode. That's another reason you need the security card. And finally, the last transmission from the Ballard. The captain spoke of an unknown mineral that they had recovered from an alien source. It is critical that you bring back a sample of that mineral. Your comp has full schematics of the Ballard, and she'll try to guide you the best she can. But the damage is pretty bad down there, so trust your instincts. Good luck. Hastings Command, out.
Alright, and here's the second stage. This is a little different in that we are stepping out of our ship, so we'll actually be walking through this destroyed ship right here. But functionally, the game is exactly the same. And that's one of the criticisms, is that the game is pretty repetitive. I mean, it's very short, so it doesn't get in the way too much. If it was a much longer game, I could see that criticism more, but as it stands, it's probably only 1 or 2 hour game. The HUD is slightly changed, it looks like, but it's essentially the same. I have a main weapon that I can shoot by clicking, and then I have a missile blast that I can shoot by pressing the spacebar if I get in trouble. These green enemies kind of look like they're smiling. and they actually look, to me, a little bit like the enemies that you see in Descent, which is a very different game and also a much better game. Alright, this is one of the first kind of tricky areas in the game. You will get surrounded by a lot of enemies here, and one of the problems with these circular areas is that sometimes you're being fired at, and it can be very difficult to actually find where the enemies are that are shooting you. Here's one of those instances where I can hear the enemy shooting at me, but I was having a hard time finding them. And eventually the camera just kind of clicks into place and takes back control.
This is the Captain's Quarters, Commander. The Captain's keycard should be in the wall safe.
All right. And as you can see, it's already asking me to put in disk 2. So I will see you on the next disk.